Таких wanna see dead inside, just look me in my eyes, bitch.
Yay!
Oh my God, look who it is. Mr. Cristian Machado.
Who that?
Over the bunker. Which one? Yeah. It's fucking Wednesday.
What's up, man? What are you guys
It is
doing?
Wednesday.
Live in the bunker, buddy. You can see Sarah's green screen. We had fun with that earlier. She had many good bunker pictures.
There's our bunker right there.
That's a balling ass bunker, man.
I think we need to go with this one.
I think that's the one.
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty badass bunker. You're not gonna be mad about getting stuck in a bunker like that, you know?
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. Like,
if you
I'm
got stuck on
totally
the
fine with
couch,
that.
play pool. Fuck.
Like, there's a little bar back here. We've got Wi-Fi. It looks like. You can see. I don't.
Yeah, there's a
It's all
Wi-Fi.
set. Like,
You got a
we're good to
painting
go.
up there. Looks like a sky.
we got everything.
Yeah, you're good to go.
We'll be good. I'd leave it on, but I'm sure it'll screw something up.
Screw something. But that's fine. So
Nick needs a drink. We got a bar
Nick
in
needs a
there.
drink.
There was a bar back there too.
yeah, you're good to go, Nick. I can't believe you're still awake. She literally has matches in her eyelids right now. Just staring.
I don't think she does anymore. Like, we've converted her to Central Time.
she's living on Central Time.
She's like totally lined up with us at this point.
There you go. That's funny. That's hilarious, man. Well, welcome everyone. I don't know.
I try to live on time. Yo,
What's
my,
the
That's not
time?
me.
this computer, man, it's just like it can't shut up. It's like, okay, you already pinged for like 50 million text messages. Thank you, computer.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for telling me.
What's Hawaii time? How much different is that from
That's
Pacific?
3
That's,
hours. We figured that up before. It was like 3 hours, right?
Is it 3 hours from LA or something like that?
So,
Oh, okay.
3 hours from LA.
That's interesting to me.
Yeah, you'll be waking up mad early if you were living on Hawaii time.
Yeah, be
I
like,
think I'd probably wake up like normal time for them.
be like,
I'd rather just sleep.
given the choice, sleep is better. So what
Well, I mean, you
is?
guys go on little sleep. I don't know how the hell you guys can make it on such little sleep, man.
I think I've got like 4 hours this week so far. Something like
Only
that.
like
How the
combined?
hell do you do that?
I don't know.
Lots of coffee.
I've only had like 1 cup of coffee a day for the last few days. So I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just-
know they do that.
do 1 cup, and I just like drink it slow as hell throughout the day. Just
That was from 10 this morning, and it's still good.
little baby sips.
Baby sips.
That's like, I can't do like the room temperature. It's either got to be like hot coffee or cold coffee. Like when it sits for too long, then you got to put it back in the microwave.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have that? Ever have that cup of coffee that you've microwaved so many fucking times you never drink it?
It's
You just
just-
forget to drink it. It's 10 times in the microwave.
I've gone to the microwave the next day and been like, oh, fuck, there's my coffee.
Yeah, I got a bad habit of like I'm gonna put it in the fridge because I might want it later. Like leftover coffee and shit.
6
Just
weeks
whatever.
later, there's that cup of coffee in the back of the fridge, and you're like, oh, fuck.
It's growing
Forgot all
hair.
about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Growing hair. That's so funny. Cough withdrawing for 5 days straight. Bless you, Nick. That sucks.
Oh, I'm in the
I had
wrong. I
coffee
was like,
withdrawals
what?
once.
I couldn't do that.
You get a fucking headache like a motherfucker from that.
Yeah. Like only 1 cup a day, I still feel like shit because I'm not getting enough caffeine.
I used to drink a pot and a half a day.
Oh, I used to definitely chug a whole pot of coffee a day.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you know, I don't know. Like after a couple of years of that, you wind up going like, oh, shit, what the hell? You know, you're like in this like coffee like vortex.
Coffee vortex.
I have to have it. No, my coffee pot is like right there. And when we do the Sunday morning show, like I go through a whole pot easily.
So you're
I have
basically
to.
staying alive on this shit.
Yeah.
On Sundays, I am. Like it's been better lately, but I still drink a whole pot of coffee every Sunday morning. That's
Yeah.
like,
I try to keep it to just one cup now. I don't know. But trust me, easily I could be drinking, you know, fucking 10 cups of coffee a
10.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I don't draw the line somewhere, I might only drink coffee, not even drink water anymore, just coffee.
Well, you see, and that's what I'm
I've
saying.
done that. I'm bad about that. Like I'll forget to drink water for like a week or two, and I'm just
You'll forget
drinking
to drink
nothing but
water?
coffee.
Come on, you gotta drink water.
I've got
No,
like
I'm
I
not
keep a
saying.
case of water in my office, and I just forget. I'll just sit there and drink coffee all day, and I'm like, I had 0 water today.
All right, fine. I guess I'll have to drink some water.
I mean, I've got some right here, but is your
Jesus.
cat good, Joe?
Fuck my God. I think he's good now. Holy shit. These fucking guys, man.
What did he want? What was he saying?
He says, hey, open the fucking door. You must be doing something real cool with your friends, you asshole. Open the fucking door. No, close the door. Hey, me again. Open the fucking, you know, that's what he said. He'll be here in a minute, probably knocking the webcam off and shit. He likes to do that. He says that for the radio show, not the live so much. But we got Sarah, you should throw up our special banner.
There's like 6.
Yeah. Pick a different one. We got a sponsor today, about an hour
Oh yeah,
ago.
we did.
This will be
That's right.
This will be important. Well, or
We did
cool.
get a
I think.
sponsor.
You might know this sponsor, Christian. This is your friend Diego, and his beard care company is now a sponsor of this podcast.
All right.
Shipbrand.com for your beard care is our priority. God damn it, it is. So thank you, Diego.
Yes.
Dusty Grant. Hello, Dusty.
Dusty's here?
Grant. Yeah. He has a new song out on Friday. It's going to be good.
Oh no.
It is good.
Oh,
actually.
here, Dusty. Sorry.
Show
took
him
them
the
off.
shades.
Sorry,
Show 'em the
my
shades.
bad. My bad. I'll put them back on.
Look at those radios.
That's our
Congratulations.
Sure, man. Well, I mean, cats are like, you know, they're like chill, but they're instant murderers if the right animal walks in the room.
That's right. That's
You know,
right.
like the bird, the cat could be all chill, and as soon as it sees a bird, it's like instant murder.
It's like a switch. Kill switch. Kill switch engage. Right there. That's
For my cat, it's just like my feet, or she'll like climb up behind me and then pull my hair while I'm working.
bastards. Unprovoked yet. Put the fucking shades
God
on.
damn it, Dusty. Fine.
Put the fucking shades on. The shit
I'll
she
leave
does
them.
for you.
I'll leave them.
There you go.
That's the human abuse the cat is doing.
She's mean. She's
Yeah.
mean to me. She interrupts all my meetings and then she pulls my hair while I'm working.
There you
What
go.
does your dog have to say about the cat?
He does. Oh, he's barking right now. I don't know.
I'll
but,
tell you what I gotta say.
he's like, she's an asshole.
Yeah. Fuck that cat. Yeah. You know what I have to say.
That's pretty much, I think that's what's happening right now.
He's pissed off at the cat.
Fuck that cat.
Dogs forever.
That's got to be something's happening because he's going crazy. You turn your hat around, it's like a switch. Tell me you've seen
it's
over the top.
fucking rights, buddy. It's always he's almost losing the arm wrestling. He's like, no, I'm gonna break my fucking arm. Oh. Turns the hat around. Stallone. It's his best role of all time. There you go. Besides Demolition Man.
I don't know.
No, whatever. It's true.
Are you guys freezing over there? What's
Do you want to know?
You know you gotta be cold. It's cold in Cali, so you guys gotta be cold by you.
You know what? On Friday, it was like 65 degrees here, and it snowed yesterday.
In Canada, at least in my portion of
I'm in
Canada,
10 feet of snow.
literally, yeah. I'll send you a picture of my backyard. Minus 40 today. Minus 40 degrees Celsius.
Oof.
Which
we figured out
what's the fucking conversion?
When it was negative 33, it was negative 27 Fahrenheit. So 40.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would be. Dusty, I can't do this. I can't see shit. Like I wore them. You're good.
You're good,
I don't
Dusty.
know.
There's your...
Somebody else do the math. I don't want to Google anything tonight.
I'm Googling it.
It'll end up turning into something weird.
33. No, that's not
right. Like you're like wind up Googling like 98 degrees and then like listening to 98 degrees. So everything will be like a bad Google rabbit hole.
Yeah, no. Ask Dusty about his Google search history sometime.
How's your Google search history, Dusty? Not positive.
It's just about as weird as my human taxidermy and is dog urine sterile stuff.
The messed up thing about my Google search history is that like when I search something and then like I'll go on social media and then like it's trying to sell me the thing that I just searched for in Google. And I'm like, wait a second, you guys said you're not supposed to be reading each other's shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was a thing.
They heard you say it.
Yeah. That's the weirdest shit.
But apparently they are. I mean, like Facebook
yeah.
is what you're typing in Google all the time. And
Yep.
so is Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them. And then you wind up realizing this shit's dangerous because they'll try to sell you shit you want. Like, God damn it. I liked it better when they didn't know what I wanted.
It's like, fuck, they're right. I do.
You're sitting there and you're like, I kind of wanted a toaster. And then there's like 17 ads for toasters. And you're like, fuck.
Right.
One time, me and my wife were talking about like a sandwich, like a cheese sandwich, just a plain ass fucking cheese sandwich. And 5 minutes later on my Facebook newsfeed, it was like, eat here to get a cheese sandwich. I'm not even fucking lying to you. It was ridiculous. It blew my mind. I was like, what in the fuck?
You can get cheese sandwiches in places?
Yeah. Oh, fucking right. Yeah. See, now, America, what I learned the other day is that America doesn't have poutine. What the fuck is happening?
What?
We don't?
Poutine. It's fries and gravy. Fries, gravy, and cheese curds. You guys don't have that shit?
I don't know what the hell that is, man.
That's what I'm saying. I feel bad for you. I need to have like some sort of revolution and fucking mail you guys a poutine.
I don't think that would work very well. Like
it'd be gross by the time it got there. What is this?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Americans have a interesting relationship with cheese. You know, we like grilled cheese and pizza.
That's it.
You know, that's as far as it goes.
Let's not get too crazy.
You put it on fries. You put it on.
That's true. That's true.
You got chili cheese fries up there.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Little chili cheese fry action. Some potato nachos. You can have nachos.
Fucking right. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm saying. You can do all sorts of shit with cheese.
But in Europe, they get really fancy with their cheese. They're like have cheese platters and shit, and cheese from all different countries, and cheese that have like mold in them, but it's okay to eat it because it's cheese.
The moldy cheese is fine because it's just cheese.
I've never seen somebody cheese with mold in it, and they're like, "Oh, this is one of the finest cheeses." I'm like, "Motherfucker, that's got mold."
Dude, I'm not eating it yet.
Like, no, we throw that away at home.
At home, we throw that out. Yeah, that's hilarious. What was it? It wasn't blue cheese. It was probably something fancy, something fancier than that. That's gross.
I don't know.
Moldy ass fucking.
That just
It's still
nothing.
good. No.
And you know it smells awful.
Yeah.
Like
It does.
mm-mm.
I can imagine. I can imagine that. What the hell is this? What's next to
Boom.
Gorgonzola. Gorgonzola cheese. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's a kind of cheese. Is that a kind of cheese? I think so, right?
Yeah.
It's not
You're like, oh,
beloved
good.
in Germany.
Weird as all hell. Brie. Brie cheese is weird. Because it's like you can't even eat 33% of the cheese because it's the outer part.
Ew. Okay, yep, that's the one you're talking about. That looks disgusting.
Welcome, Jane. Nice to see you. This is awesome. Jane.
What? Which one?
Ew, that gorgonzola cheese. Like,
What's that
ew.
look like?
Jeremy,
Hang on,
it's
I
moldy
got it.
cheese. You got a picture you can share?
I'm trying.
Okay. Okay. This is like a slideshow.
I'm working
for
on it.
you guys now. Now we're going to show you pictures, cheeses of the world on this show.
I know that.
So what's American cheddar? What is that? What would you call American cheddar cheese?
Delicious.
Yeah, but like it's orange. Is it like, because up here, American cheddar to us is like just a fucking Kraft single cheese slice shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, over here the Kraft single is American cheese.
Yeah, there you go.
The cheddar is like it's like America's Swiss cheese or something like that.
Okay. America's Swiss cheese.
I don't know what I'm doing. I can't find the picture. I had it. Now I can't find it anywhere.
Of gorgonzola cheese?
Yeah, I don't know where it went.
That's gross. What's
Okay, here. I'll do it this way.
I like how
This
you
is
looked up
easier.
to grab it from the fucking sky.
What is going on?
Make it your green screen picture.
Oh, I can't find it on my computer. I saved it and it's missing. Here, I'll just do it this way. That works. No, come on.
It don't work.
Ta-da!
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
That's gross.
Dude.
man. Something
That's
don't
it.
look right about that, man.
No.
That's it.
Mm-mm.
Holy shit.
No.
Nah. I wouldn't eat that.
Mm-mm.
Let
No,
me
I mean,
shave it
stop.
first and
Will
then
the doctor tell you that's okay to eat?
I don't think so. You can totally eat the gorgonzola cheese.
I mean, in Europe, do we have like special cheese hospitals where you, like show up and they make fucking cheese?
Special cheese hospitals.
Because they be eating cheese like that in Europe a lot.
What? No, that's gross. Ooh. Mm-mm.
Okay, Nick.
Nick will put it on pizza.
She says she'll put it on pizza. What do you pair that with?
Like, she's like, put it on pizza, melt it.
Okay. What do you pair that with? What other toppings? Or you just go
Let the
straight
tomato
moldy?
sauce cover it. Let the tomato sauce cover the taste.
You go pepperoni
Oh.
with that shit, or you just let her ride like fucking pure ass
Mold?
mold cheese? Gross. That's disgusting. That's
Ooh.
fucked up.
Mm-mm. If I pull like cheese out of the fridge and it looks like that, that's going straight to the trash. Like,
Yeah. Well, my
Mm-mm.
grandma used to scrape it off. It'd be fine, but it wouldn't look like that. Okay, it wouldn't look
Nope.
that fucking bad. I don't eat
Oh
cheese.
yeah, she
right
doesn't
now.
eat cheese. I forgot.
Put
I
it off
forgot.
and
She's
put it in your sandwich, and then be like,
just the moldy parts.
Oh.
You'll never touch my cut.
He thinks he's funny. He's eating the fucking moldy cheese.
Yeah, fuck him. Yeah. She watches people eat cheese. I just picture her singing at a cafe.
He's
just-
like watching from the corner, like watching you take the first bite.
I watch people eat cheese.
That sounds
It's a pastime.
it's an interesting hobby to have.
And what do you do?
Well, I mean,
I watch
nobody
people
said
eat
it was
cheese.
a hobby. It was,
Very gaggy.
Oh,
So funny.
He's a weird fella, huh? He has weird thing. He watches people eat cheese. That is some weird ass shit, right?
This is not really bothering anybody unless it's like right close while you're watching. Just fucking stare. Is that cheese? That's good looking cheese.
Just make sure you wear earplugs. You don't hear him breathing heavy.
That's right.
oh.
My husband loves it, and I
no.
hate the moldy cheese. It smells. Yeah, I couldn't fucking do this. I don't like smells. If I smell gross things, that's over.
Ooh.
Because I have like a really shitty sense of smell. So if I can smell something bad, it's like it's got to be fucking horrible. It's got to go in the garbage. That's it. So I can't imagine how that smells. I can't imagine. Yeah. Blech.
No.
Yeah, ain't nothing worse than opening up your fridge and catching a whiff of some nasty ass shit that's going bad in there.
Mm-hmm.
Recon time, right? Fucking throw it out.
Oh, that's the worst when you have to figure out what it is.
Oh man,
It's like smelling different things. Is it this? No.
that's like food Russian roulette.
You're like looking at the containers going, are any of them obviously growing something? Because that's the one that goes.
That's the first one. You don't smell that one. You just throw it out.
Yeah.
Or there's times you smell something so bad you smell it twice. It's like, oh, that's awful. Dude, you gotta smell this. That's probably more of a guy thing. It's just like, that's fucking disgusting. You gotta smell this.
No, I do that to my kids. I'm like, hey, look, check that out. Is that bad? Like, they don't know.
They don't know. How's that
They're
smell?
over there gagging like, Mom.
Gotcha. Yeah.
For waking me up 7 times last
Yeah,
night.
I mean that's a legitimate use for the kids for sure. You smell it first.
See how they react. Then you'll know. Then you'll know what you're getting into.
If they're over the trash can gagging, I'm like, I think that's the bad one then. Sweet. I don't have to mess with it.
Throwing that one out. Yeah. That's funny. That is so fucking funny. Man, I don't know if this is true, but I thought I heard on the news that now over in China they're doing butt swabs for the coronavirus. Not the nose anymore, but your butthole. I think it's legit. I've seen a few articles that say that. Could you imagine that?
Christ.
Suddenly the nose swab didn't seem so bad.
Right?
Let's go ahead and poke my brain. It's cool.
You want to poke your brain now with the fucking butt swab, Jesus. Let's see. I'd say it's more effective.
Like sitting around the friggin' conference room, like, I don't think they're suffering enough yet.
What else can we do to just...
What's like a more accurate
butt swabs?
They'll totally do it.
Sorry, they're mulling. They're mulling anal swabs as COVID cases surge.
I
That's
feel
from
like at this
Taiwan.
point they're just like, we're getting punked. They're just like, let's just see how far they'll go. And if they keep going for it, then we just keep letting them.
Yeah.
I feel like that's got to be it.
Right. And then they're in the conference room like,
Yeah.
he liked the butt swabs. This wasn't supposed to happen.
It's like they'll totally be fine with this one. Don't worry about it. They're not going to have a problem at all.
It's all good. Look. This will show them right now. Yeah. That's funny.
My sister got the vaccine. That's the only person I know that got the vaccine.
How long ago?
She got the vaccine like 3 weeks ago.
How's she doing?
Good. She did the first round, nothing happened. Then the second round, she had a fever for like 2 days.
Yeah. Nice.
And I've been just like joking around with her the whole time. Like, are you talking Russian yet?
Talking
Like, how does it feel? How does it feel to live with a microchip inside your body?
Wait till you spend all your money on Apple products. Yeah.
Do you have dreams about like product placement ads? Like, are you dreaming about the new iPhone yet?
Did you invent the new iPhone yet?
What about the iCar?
I heard that. It's funny because we were talking about that a couple of weeks ago, but I heard that Tesla stock did take a little bit of a dive.
Really?
Yeah, it took like a 7 or 6% dive.
That's because everybody's buying GameStop and fucking shit up.
Well, I heard that GameStop shit is a fluke, but whoever friggin' had money in it, I mean, obviously take it out now before it goes back down.
What's the GameStop shit? I only saw.
Somebody said it was a short stock and that it was going to tank, and so all these like nerds on Reddit just started buying the fuck out of it and shot it through. It went from like $7 to $200. Is that what it like? It's at 222 or something like that.
1,700%.
Holy fuck!
Yep.
Yeah.
But now what are they going to do with it? But now what are they going to do with it? You know, that's the thing, is that once it's up there, okay, so the company's got money now, maybe they could invest it and grow it somehow, or they could invest it and totally fuck it all up and lose everybody's money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's insane. I'd cash that out.
Well, I guess these guys like started buying it, so all the people that shorted it had to buy more to keep from losing, and it just drove it up there.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, but who the fuck would have known to have like money in GameStop? I mean, GameStop stores are closing all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, and games are being sold digitally now.
Yeah, everybody downloads.
Plastic, yeah. So it's like a stock that would have been blind to anyone because it's not something that you could see as a future stock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless if like, you know what, I either game companies have stopped this from happening, or nobody yet has the right idea to put it together, like to make it actually work. The same thing Netflix does, rent movies. Like, why isn't there like GameStop renting games online?
Yeah.
You don't need the game. You just pay for it for the day. You just pay for it for the game or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
because you have to download it to your console. So how would you do that though?
Oh, you could write whatever software you want. They could put a fucking
over the internet. I imagine maybe you'd have to have some killer Wi-Fi, killer like internet, you know, so that everything is on real time, not like delayed too much or something. Mm-hmm. That's probably one of the reasons why they probably haven't figured something else like that out, because they have to make it in real time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if the technology gets better, I could totally see games being Netflix, basically, you know, once they figure it out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, what's Steam? You just download the game, right?
Yeah.
Steam, you just download. Okay. Yeah, they're probably not far off from having like a streaming service exactly like Netflix for games. That's what they'll do with the GameStop money. There you go.
Maybe there is. Is there something like that?
There might be.
I'm worthless to ask about video games.
Because the thing that is an important factor to gaming is having a computer that is good for gaming, from what I understand, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
You can't just use any like computer for gaming. Some of these games have way upgraded graphics or something, or some bullshit like that. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I know that gaming PCs are like the most powerful PCs that exist.
That's right.
And even for video and audio, you know, usually in the PC world, if you're going to get a laptop for audio or video, you usually wind up having to get a gaming PC.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I imagine eventually it's got to go to some online monthly service or something like that. I remember Blockbuster used to have like rent 30 games for the month, and we used to have like deals like that when they used to rent games at Blockbuster.
Yeah. It looks like they've got like GameFly, like they send you the physical game, but I don't see one where you can like download it.
Or play it off a server, nothing like that.
I don't see anything.
They probably haven't figured out. They haven't been able to get the real time aspect of it figured out. Is probably what it is.
Yeah.
Because realistically, if you're playing it off a server, you're not giving away any of the code to the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's holding on to any digital or physical part of the game. You're just purely going from a server. So technically, it becomes as safe as streaming music, where you're streaming. What are you going to do? Connect your phone to a stereo system and make a cassette of the playback? And that's like, nobody's going to go through that trouble. At least not anymore. But I remember
not anymore. Back in the 90s, bro.
I used to sit there all the time, like, and you had
80s,
to time it up perfectly. If you hit one of them too fast, you ruin the whole thing.
Yep.
I just remember fucking dubbing, like, my dad would, like, he'd record live off the fucking TV somehow. I don't know the fuck. He would, like, put on VH1 and just press fucking record on the cassette. Just make
that
it
is gangster, bro.
Dude. Fucking
that is gangster.
So good. It's like, here's a tape. It's like, thanks, Dad. Makes another one. Put
pillows around it so we could deaden the room a little bit.
Let's make it perfect.
The acoustics are amazing.
Like the
moving
audio,
the TV into the bathroom.
Yeah. The audiophile bootleg.
Are you guys old enough to remember Columbia House?
Yes.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I remember Columbia.
I probably owe Columbia House like $1,000.
If you don't owe Columbia House $1,000, you didn't.
Well, you know that those $1,000 are worth like 5 pennies now because plastic is so cheap.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I first moved to the U.S., dude, Columbia House totally fucking got me. They totally got me because it's like, you know, I come from Venezuela. It's like you don't see no shit like that in Venezuela. Like you could buy albums and they send them to you over the mail. Like what the? And I was like, yeah, order it.
And that first one,
yeah, music. And then next thing you know, you start getting these bills. And my mom was like, "Why are you getting fucking letters sent with your name on something that looks like a bill?" And Columbia House totally got me, dude. And I remember there was for like a good couple of years, they were chasing me around for a couple $100. I was like, I'm like fucking 14 years old. They're chasing me for a couple $100.
Wasn't it always like
with that like 12 CDs for $1 to start out?
Yeah.
And
And then what you don't know is that in that little fine print, they got that 2-year thing in there where you're like signing up front to pay for a CD every month at like $30 or something.
Yeah, something like that. You still have to pay the fucking shipping on it too.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like, okay, pick the 12 that you like, and then but you basically sign and you agreed to pay for 12 CDs every year at like $30 a CD. So then once you didn't make that first payment, they go into like this default, and now you gotta pay us everything.
And you're like, I am 12 years old. Guess what?
I think they just make a number up too.
Imagine how much money Columbia House made. I mean, Columbia House had the monthly membership thing figured out before anybody even knew it was going to be the hot shit.
That's right. They were
ahead of another one. What was the other one?
BMG.
BMG.
Oh, BMG had one too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'd double dip them. I would start one with each and get all the CDs.
Fucking right. Before you got blacklisted from the other one.
Let's just go to the other store.
That's right.
And then when they forgot all your shit, you redid it again.
That's right. It was just cool.
And then they'd be calling each other and she'd be like, "Hey, Columbia House, did this fucking chick rip you guys off too?"
You know what? She did. Let's get her. Yeah, they just throw a number at you. It's like fucking $20,000. I don't know.
That's how much it costs to make the album.
It was a lot of money.
Now they're gonna come find me for sure.
Shit.
They're gonna be like 20 years ago.
I knew we'd find you.
Like, I wonder at what point, like, when in the conference room did the Columbia House people look at each other and like, guys, I think we're gonna have to let this debt go. they're like looking at like they're like, America owes us $25 million. What are we gonna do?
America owes us.
We found out that all these people buying these CDs are like 14. How are we gonna go after them?
They have two sides of the board: the money in and the money out, and they're like, "Fuck,
we fucked up."
75% of America's teenagers owe us $120 million.
They all got. Every one of them got Nevermind by Nirvana. I don't know what. That was always the one.
Nirvana like $6 million. That's
right. Yeah, that was always the fucking one stamp that you could look at all the time on your fucking big ass folded out fucking thing. Nirvana. I remember when Slipknot was a part of that. Yeah, the first Slipknot.
It was edited. It was always edited.
It's always edited, but you could still get the first Slipknot on there. My dad did that shit for years. He's like, "You want anything this month?" I was like, "Oh, fuck, let's roll that." You know, like so.
The edited like Snoop CD, and you're just like,
couldn't you get the explicit ones too? That was the other section of the page. There was like the bottom section of the page where it was like
that only had a few, but you had to like that's why nobody knows the right words to any music, because we all like got the edited shit from Columbia House.
Jeremy, yeah, that's right. Jeremy also was the ones with the swears edited out from Columbia House. That's right. Exactly.
I mean, God forbid a baby listens to it, you know.
Right.
The baby in the house stole the tape and is listening to curse words over and over.
His first word is bitch. No. Fuck, that's so funny.
But I remember getting some really awesome, like I remember getting my first Billy Joel album through Columbia House. And Billy Joel's a badass songwriter. So, you know, as a kid, having come over from a country that you barely even heard of American artists.
Yeah.
I remember hearing those songs and being like, fuck, I love American culture. I love American music. The White Album was another thing that I think on the Columbia House I wound up ripping them off for. Oh, look at you, dog. There you go. Yeah.
52nd Street. There you go.
Dude, that's an American treasure right there.
It's got Big Shot on it. My Life.
All the good stuff. Yeah. Those are
Zanzibar. Come on. Billy Joel's one of my favorites, so best friends forever, Christian.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorites too.
There you go. Nobody gets Billy Joel enough.
I think the Scorpions album too. I wound up like
brutal
or something like that. Scorpions album. Yeah, I think yes. Yeah. Owner of a Lonely Heart. The song the album that Owner of a Lonely Heart was on. That's a Canadian band.
That's right. I got Scorpions mixed up with Quiet Riot for a second, and then I remember when we were talking about Quiet Riot the one night. Something about I don't remember what the fuck we were talking about.
Well, that was last week, wasn't it? We were talking.
Opening for Quiet Riot when that Manfred was going to open for Quiet Riot or something and have to pay so many hundreds of dollars. He's like, I don't think that's going to work out very well for him. Burn the Scorpions, please, Nicole says.
I mean, Quiet Riot was friggin' massive back in the day, man. When they came out with that album.
Metal Health or whatever it was.
Yeah, that album was massive. And I never even knew it was that big until like I already had grown up, and like it was like a friend like telling me, you know, like 20 years after the fact, like, dude, how dare you talk about that album like that? That album sold like 45 million copies. And I was like, fuck no, it didn't.
Really?
You're like, what? People,
right? Because you know, I mean, but I guess I don't know. It did. I guess at the time it looked so different, you know.
Yeah. That's true. People were.
Even though it didn't sound tough, there was nothing tough about Quiet Riot. Just having like that mask on the cover of the album
With the straight jacket and shit.
Yeah, it's just like, whoa!
You just
They're
make it look
crazy.
cool.
They must be tough.
Scandalous. Yeah.
But the best ever, let's be honest, the best ever is the bent fork eyes in the Scorpions video. I don't know if you've ever seen Scorpions video for it wasn't rock. It might have been Rocky Like a Hurricane, maybe, or I'm Still Loving You, something like that. And the guy, they took like this fork and they like bent the fingers in on the fork and they like put it at his eyes, and it was like, whoa, that's so cool.
That's crazy. I never saw
You might
that.
be sitting around back then, like,
That one.
all right, I know how we're gonna make this video amazing. We're gonna put forks as his eyes. And everybody like, oh my God, that's it.
That's it.
Shoot
That's
it.
how we do this. Yeah.
Shoot it. It's the money shot. The fork in the eyes. Forget about it. It is like the
That's
Scorpion video money shot.
When?
That's the key to this whole thing. Yeah. Brilliant. It's pretty original. It's original. Fast forward years later, you have Marilyn Manson with his Sweet Dreams video.
Right?
What other stuff have we seen in cheesy 80s videos? What else happened? Because the 80s videos,
Oh man.
Dude.
definitely
Like-
a lot of misogyny going on back then.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Warrant with Cherry Pie. That was just a fucking whatever video. They were all just whatever videos. They weren't even good.
Right. And they
You
were
go
all
back-
like, look at all these chicks we get.
Yeah.
We don't even need them. Get out of here, chicks.
Yeah.
The single video was like that. It was like,
Get out of here, chicks. Yeah.
get these chicks out of here, and they'd get them out of there, and then more chicks would come, and they'd be like, "Oh, these chicks want us."
We're
I was
so
like-
good at our instruments. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't even like making music.
Oh, remember talking about me in the studio, the Cinderella video that in the beginning it's the guys from Cinderella and Bon Jovi's there at the studio, and like the chicks are at the studio, like, come on guys, don't record music, hang out with chicks.
Get out of here, chicks. Yeah.
How do you even have time for music when there's all these women hanging around?
Oh my God. That's so funny. Put down that guitar. Fuck your gold record. Cinderella. I talked to one of the main guitar writers for what was their most popular album? Midnight something. What the fuck was it called?
Something blue.
The one that went platinum.
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. It was a white album cover that had like some. I
Yeah.
forgot the name.
It doesn't matter, but I talked to the one
We
guitar
won't
player.
Google it. We won't Google it.
Nah, it doesn't matter. It's not important. But he
No.
was telling me that they picked, like, he went into the studio to play, and it was between him and Richie Sambora from Bon Jovi to see who would play guitar on this album type thing. And he got the spot, I guess. But
Because he had the hotter chick.
that's part of the scenario. The cocaine was better.
He brought the better
Who
drugs.
had the hotter
That's what
chick?
it was.
He brought the better blow and the more platinum blonde, I guess. And then he won that way.
That was
Right.
it.
Dude, his chick is totally more blonde than his chick. We have
Oh. We have a winner, yeah. Let's settle this the usual way. There you go. The whole 80s music industry is just one giant
Dude,
coke
I mean,
party.
how prejudiced against like people with dark hair were the 80s, bro? Yo, you're gonna tell me no? Like how prejudiced are people with dark hair?
Totally.
No, I wouldn't argue that.
Totally. I never even
Because, like,
realized.
you know, it's like the chicks are more beautiful if they're blonde, and the guys, they're more beautiful if they're blonde. And if you don't have dark hair, if you got dark hair, you could just dye your hair blonde. Yeah.
You could just die.
Yeah.
If you don't want to bleach your hair,
You
just
got two
die.
You could dye your hair blonde, or
You
you could just dye. Who just died.
Just go ahead.
Fuck it. It's fine. It's a whole new world here. Yeah. That's funny. There was, I don't know. I didn't do well with the 80s shit. I like the 70s, the 90s, and onward, but not so much. It was too cheesy for me, some of the shit.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like I wound up appreciating the 80s poser music, like, you know, like the really commercial 80s rock.
Yeah.
After the fact. Like later on in my life, I wound up appreciating it a lot more.
Yeah.
Probably because of a songwriter thing, you know, and like you wind up realizing it's got good melodies and, you know, the chords are great and they got all the good chord progression. But that's because they were working with great songwriters back then, you know.
Yeah.
They were,
That's true.
you know, they were trying to sell as many records as possible. You know, that's what was going on. But the whole like, guys, the whole thing, like guys could dress like chicks and chicks like it. That in itself was weird the whole time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I guess it worked during that time. You know, looking back now, it's like, how fucking strange. Like,
how strange is
Yeah.
a whole genre of music where guys kind of had to try to look like chicks a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
You know,
Motley Crue.
it's nothing against the sexuality or nothing. It's just the fashion of it. It was just bizarre.
They had more hairspray than the women did.
Yeah.
They did. More makeup than the women did. I mean, they really like bands like
Tighter
Poison
pants.
really out with the makeup. I remember seeing that Poison album cover when I was a kid and being like, this is a girl band. I didn't even know until months later. I thought it was a girl band.
I didn't know Skid Row had a female singer. Oh. Sebastian. Okay. She must be French, you know.
These chicks have some weird names.
That's strange. I don't know which one this is.
Never met a woman named Vince before, but okay.
Oh, Nicole 6. That must be what it is. So funny. That's every one of my cats now at this point, so I should be good to go.
Are they all? They're all in the room with you now?
They've all taken their turns, and they're fine. Each one of them. You know what I found out was something cool that I didn't know this, but apparently we have the same type of cat as Lane Staley's cat, so there you go. Fun fact. He had a Blue Point Siamese, and I have a Blue Point Siamese. She was a garbage cat, and we found her. Well, she found us, but we kept her, so there you go. Suck it, whoever was looking for your cat 8 years ago, you fuckers. It's ours now. Probably not giving her back.
I don't think I've ever gotten a cat that didn't come out of a garbage can or something like that, or just followed me home and showed up somewhere.
Just walk around looking through trash. Oh, another cat.
Look, it's a cat. That's how one of my dogs came from a dumpster.
Really?
Imagine they teach each other that. They're like, you have to make it look like you're going through garbage cans.
You gotta look sad.
Just look real sad and hungry.
And they'll pick you up and take you home. Every time.
Every time. Every time.
They go back and tell each other, they're like, that one over there, she's a sucker. She'll take all of you.
She took 7 of my friends last week.
Well, I mean, I remember when I first moved to the U.S., the whole notion of taking a stray animal home was strange as fuck.
Yeah.
Because in Venezuela, like all the stray dogs and all the stray cats have fleas and like the skin problem. I forgot what it's called.
Mange.
Yeah, something like that. In Spanish, it's called sarna. It might be mange or something like that. Yeah.
Or scabies or some shit like that.
Something like that. Yeah. But most of the stray dogs and cats in Venezuela, where I lived, and there was hundreds of them. Like the stray dogs in Venezuela would line up outside the supermarket waiting for people to come out. And they would just like, kind of like pressure people to hand over some food. But I remember when I first came to the U.S., the whole notion of like, oh, you could take one home was like, what? That's weird.
This diseased animal. Thank you.
You just at home.
Totally what I want.
Perfect.
And over here, we're just like, just take it home and give it a bath. It'll be fine.
And I remember when I was like a kid, like my mom would train me, like, no, if you take one of those animals home, like you'll get a rash and like your elbow will fall off.
Get a rash in your elbow.
He was already like putting it in my mind. You even dare even try to bring one of those motherfuckers home.
Just your elbow, like
Just the cap.
just the elbow.
Everything's fine. You just have a hole. Yeah.
I mean, and I'm saying elbow not because I made it up, but like one time I had a rash on my elbow. I think she told me it was like a cat gave it to you on the street.
I fucking told you. Yeah.
I'm not kidding. It was like a cat gave me a rash or something, or at least, and then my mom put cream on it. It went away, but I was made to believe a freaking cat gave me the rash.
I knew I should touch that garbage cat. God damn it, Mom was right.
Just wanted to pet it one time.
That's what you get. Your fucking elbow almost fell off.
Maybe I should. I couldn't pull that off. My kids know better already.
Yeah.
It would never work.
Yeah. That's funny.
Like I do. I have a Chihuahua running around here somewhere, and I found her in a dumpster. Like she was like teeny tiny little thing. Somebody just tossed her. I was gonna put her on like Facebook and try to find her a home, and then my kids saw her before I could. So now I have a Chihuahua.
How long have you had her for?
2 years.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get her up here when she fucking come here.
Joe's gonna wrestle a cat.
Yeah. Excuse me. She's so cute. Look.
Oh, look, he's a cool looking cat.
See? There you go. Okay, bye. She's like, that's it. I'll fucking kill you. Okay, bye. Sorry. Carry on. Come. Friends. Okay.
Don't make a bird sound, bro. She'll freaking attack you.
Right for the fucking throat. Yeah. Yeah.
Mine are all just sleeping. They don't care.
Your cats sleep? Are they supposed to do that?
I don't know. They do. Like mine just sits like behind me all day long, and then she sleeps over there at night. I don't
See, mine sleep all day, but not at night. They're up all fucking night. Just
my daughter's grandparents in Arizona, they got this cat that's like half house cat, half street cat, where like half the day he's on the street, and then they just take him in to like feed him at night, and he hangs around the house at night. He comes and checks in every day. But that little dude, man, he's a hunter because every time spring starts to roll around, they start finding dead birds at their door, lizard. He loves to get lizards, like to chase lizards and just leave like lizard heads and half lizard bodies right in the front door.
Mine.
I guess they say it's supposed to be like a gift, right?
Yeah. They think you can't take care of yourself, so they're bringing you food.
yeah, like, here you go, dummy.
They're like, bro, how come I never see you eat birds, bro? Like, yo, don't you see we be living off this shit out here?
Mine have brought in like. Mine will kill the lizards, but the lizards out here are like teeny tiny little things, and they'll kill them and run in the house with them when you don't see them. They put one on my pillow one time. One of my cats brought a snake in and put it right at my feet while I was working, and it was alive. They've never brought mice or anything like that in, but they brought a cat skull in one time. Like my cat brought another cat's skull, and that was fun. So
That's another cat's skull?
yeah, whole thing. It was gross, but
He was like,
my cats are weird.
He's like asking for protection. Like, you see what they're doing to cats out here? Fuck.
Look at this. Help me. I didn't do this. I found it. That's funny. Jeremy says he had a cat who would catch and eat gophers, but would leave like a spleen or a liver. Oh, gross.
Oh my
We
god.
saved you the most nutritious part, Jeremy. It's very thoughtful. Very thoughtful. Here you go. That has all the nutrients in it.
Right.
Christ.
Yeah, because I used to just leave the back door open so they could run in and out. And I was on the phone with a client and I looked down and there's a snake and my cat's just like, hey, look, I got you this. I got you. I'm like climbing my chair, trying not to scream and finish this phone call. I'm like, oh my God, I don't leave the door open anymore. We're not doing that.
No. Like, here, now you do the rest. Go on.
Oh, yeah.
Kill it. I hunted it for you. You finish it off.
I swept it into a box and threw it out of the house. I was like, I don't know if it's going to live or die, but it's not going to be in here.
It's not living here. One time, the cat I just showed you, her name is Raina, and we lived in this old house that used to have fucking mice all the time before we moved here. And I remember one day there was a mouse, and I had this fucking old useless cat that couldn't catch shit. He was like a 30-pound cat. So he wasn't hunting shit, but she is a monster. This fucking mouse was like on our counter, and we had a knife block right beside the counter. And so it's like in between like the fridge and the knife block and like that much space. And I was like looking for this fucking thing. And I'm looking and I walked by and I just felt something looking at me. It's like, oh, there you are, you fucker. I like looked at the cat. The cat's sitting there looking at it. I was like, oh, okay. Are you ready? You're gonna do some cat shit now? She's like, looks at me like, just move that fucking knife block, motherfucker. I was like, okay. And I just slid it a little bit and she was on that fucking thing like, whoosh. It was crazy. Then my fat ass cat came and fought her for it, of course, but she did all the work. You're still the best. Now my goddamn, it's like a fucking cat hosting. Not the young one's coming. Come on.
More cats.
Yeah, this is the fourth appearance from the black cat, the young one, Ralph the Terror.
There goes all your shit.
Fuck, he's wrecked so much of my shit. It's ridiculous. But he's still all right. That's what cats do, man. They just wreck your shit.
I don't know. I think mine just want to kill me at some point.
Yeah, and eat you.
I don't
like
trust
Batman
them.
Returns, right? Be Catwoman.
They're just like waiting around. They're like, fuck, she takes forever to die.
So
Like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and my cat's like right here and I'm like, can I help you? Like that's why I don't sleep. Like every time I wake up, she's just right there and I'm like,
yeah,
I feel like I'm in danger.
you are.
Probably.
Just waiting to see if your heart stopped beating.
She's like, go now, go. I have dogs. Nick says get dogs. I have dogs.
She's got 2 dogs, right?
I've got 3.
3 dogs. I didn't.
You got 3 dogs? Damn. Who's the boss? Which one of them is the boss?
The Chihuahua.
The Chihuahua.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they got little boss complexes.
Yeah. Yeah, the big dog is just a baby. Like he would give you the TV if you robbed my house.
Bro, I'll carry it for you. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's go. You want that? Will you pet me? Okay, take it. Whatever you want.
Take this. I'll show you where the good stuff is.
There's all the expensive shit. Just take all of it. It's cool.
No one will miss it. It's fine.
Yeah, he would not like he sits on the couch. My daughter reads him bedtime stories. He sits on the couch and looks at the books with her while she's reading. Like,
what's his favorite book?
I don't know. She was reading him something about snowmen yesterday, and he was just like totally into it. And every time she'd turn the page, he'd look at her like, "What's gonna happen now?" And she just kept reading. I was like, "Okay, cool. Like, whatever."
Like, being human shit is cool.
Like he's as tall, like he's the same. If he stands up, he's the same size as her. So he's a big fucking dog, but he is a weenie.
It's a huge weenie. That's hilarious.
Completely useless.
Well, there you go. It's all right.
It
It's all right.
happens.
Yeah.
On Instagram, I'm constantly like seeing dog videos. That's constantly what Instagram throws at me.
All the time.
On the feed, yeah, dog videos and or like a snake fighting a crocodile or like a lion friggin' running after a hyena. I don't know. I must like a lot of like stupid animal videos and like Instagram thinks that that's all I want to see.
Now watch this real shit. Yeah. Here's some nature videos for you.
But there was this one video. It was freaking crazy to see. It was like a really bad downpour rain, and it was this mother mouse basically going into the water underneath the stairs and bringing out babies one by one out of the water. She was like going into the water and like going in to wherever, you know, her little house was and pulling out her babies. And I was like, shit, man, the resiliency of life and, you know, evolution, having siblings and protecting them. It's like, it's kind of like what the entire species is about. It's what being an animal is about, kind of.
Yeah.
100%.
Whether you're like at the top of the food chain or at the bottom. I guess I suppose there are some animals that don't practice parental instinct or something like that. Like I know some snakes don't and like leave their babies or something, or some spiders will even eat their babies.
Yeah, sea turtles. They just lay their eggs.
Yeah.
Figure it out, assholes. Meet me in the water, bitch.
I wonder what separates mammals from having that kind of mother.
Don't whales raise their young for a while?
Yeah. Most mammals do. I don't know if there's a mammal that doesn't. I suppose there could be. I wouldn't know.
Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, fish don't. Like, not like regular ass fish. Like, bye. Fucking hope you live. Just lay their eggs somewhere on a fucking rock and say, peace out.
Right.
Hope for the best.
Except for Nemo, his dad loved him.
Yeah. Totally loved him. Fucking clownfish. It's hilarious. That was a good movie. I watched it. I never watched the Dory one though. I never saw that.
I don't think. Well, my kids watched it, but we didn't go see it in theater. We just watched it on Disney Plus.
I fucking love Disney Plus.
Dude, those movies are all such amazing movies. Like Nemo and all those Pixar movies are just so amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the first Toy Story is such an amazing story.
Yeah.
I remember when I saw it, I wasn't even into like cartoon things. And I was like, damn, that's a really good movie.
It's fucking good.
It says that all mammals raise their young.
All mammals are. We'll see what he's going to fucking do in a second. He's going to start wrecking shit. Ralph. What are you doing? Oh, that's the record player, bro. Watch it. We'll see. You'll hear a crash soon. It's him. It's fine. Oh, here he comes. He's going for the plant. Oh, no. This is nature right here. He's hunting. What are you hunting? Cords? Fucking try it. Oh.
No, the hunting the cords is all a front. He's hunting a human.
He's hunting me. Cristian.
He's like, maybe if I show interest in these cords, he'll die soon.
Yeah. Whatever.
Maybe that's why my cat's always eating my headphone wires.
That's why. Like, soon. Get down.
She chewed through my headset for work. She chewed through my last pair of headphones that I bought. Like, that's what it is. She's trying to kill me. Finally figured it out.
What did she do with the leftover wire?
She just bites through it.
Okay. She didn't like squirrel it away somewhere to choke you out later.
Mm-mm.
Like fucking piano wire Hitman style. He is cute. Yeah, he's an asshole too, but he's cute. You're right. Thank you. Thank you, Jade. I appreciate that. You are cute, but you're wild as hell. Still a kitten. The fight will be gone soon, won't it? Anyways. So, can we talk about music, Christian? How's your album doing? How's Hollywood of Sycamore doing still? Are we still kicking ass?
Yeah, I mean, people dug it, and yeah, nobody hates it yet, so I guess it's doing all right. And if people that didn't like it, it's just not their thing or whatever, It's like me saying, well, I might not like a polka album or something, but it might be a badass polka album. It's just I don't know jack shit about polka.
I don't know jack shit about polka either, but yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't know. I think it's a fucking good album. I still fucking bump it.
But yeah, I mean, damn, man. I mean, I wonder what's going to happen with music. Apparently, shows they're going to try to have some shows this year. I'm not 100% sure, but I know there isn't going to be any big touring till next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's crazy because I have no idea how the hell venues are surviving. I mean, I imagine they must all be driving Uber.
Yeah. There's probably a lot of private funding going on and things like that, donations and shit. If people can afford to do that, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know what could be going on, man.
Nick says Melbourne had their first live show tonight.
Wow.
Who?
Melbourne.
Melbourne, Australia?
Yeah.
Who
they've
played?
kept shit. Who was it? AC/DC.
Midnight Oil.
Yeah. Fucking beds are burning, yeah.
Olivia Newton-John.
It was Men at
all
Work.
three of those.
Men at Work.
Of course it was. 4 bands. Men at Work.
Who else?
Dude, Men at Work got sued by the artist that actually wrote that lick.
Really?
Yeah, there was one like folkish Australian artist that that had written that lick in that one song, something like that, and they got
the Land Down Under or whatever it was.
Yeah, and they got sued for it by the artist that wrote that, and they had to after the fact settle with half of their publishing, give it to the guy for the one song. Which is damn, he waited all that time to sue them. He waited 20, 25 years to sue them.
Well, yeah, you gotta let that money build up.
Yeah. It's like fucking counter.
I think the statute was they could only collect 7 years back on it.
Oh.
It was something like that. They could only back collect 7 years or something like that.
Yeah.
But somebody recently, it seems like there are lawyers in the music industry that are making business out of suing artists for copying small little clips of music.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear about it all the time.
Yeah. a lot of it has to do with producers, I imagine. You know, producers are like, yeah, that sounds good. It's a little bit like it, but it sounds good. Just use it, you know?
It's different enough. They'll never know. Yeah.
Right. Because you could always envision the artist being like, oh, but I don't know. Is it too close like it? Does it sound like that? And then the producer just like, you know, money in his eyes. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. Roll with that.
Double the money because he calls his lawyer buddy right after. Check this lick out. Fuck him. Yeah. I got paid and told him it was cool. Let's get him in court next month. Fuck that guy. It's all a conspiracy because that producer has to sit there and listen to the loop and say, oh, here's my star witness. What do you think of that loop? Oh, fuck. It's exactly the same. What was he thinking? What an idiot. It's like, this fucking guy. Yeah. That's how they do it.
You told me.
You promised it was different. No. I've never seen this man before in my life, Your Honor. No.
I didn't produce that. What are you talking about? That's not my name.
It's not my name.
You're on the album credits. No, I'm not.
There's a picture of you turning the console. That's not me.
They do it.
It's like Austin Powers with the penis pump. It just keeps getting worse and worse. One certificate of ownership for penis pump to Austin Powers.
No, that's not mine.
It's not mine. It's not what it looks like. It's like we have a Snapchat of you saying, no, it doesn't sound like that song. That's not me.
I didn't say that. Yeah. No, I said it sounds like that song. I told them to stop. No one wants to hear that.
You say, let's use that.
Yeah.
That one song that Tom Petty sued Sam Smith over, I remember when I first heard it, I remember thinking like, holy fuck, that's almost identical to a Tom Petty song. Mm-hmm. And I remember he was singing it like at the Grammys when I realized it. And I was like, holy shit, like you could just take a song and nobody even cares. You could even perform at the Grammys with it. Yeah. I remember thinking like, I guess it doesn't fucking matter. You just steal whatever you want, I guess. And then when we got sued, it was like, ha ha ha, stupid asshole. I'm not trying to be mean to him, but it's like, you tried to get over, didn't you? And he's a great artist. Nobody needed to do that. He didn't need to like rip off that song, you know. I bet you it was just like the producer was like, yeah, it sounds great. It's like the Tom Petty song. And
he's like, I've heard this somewhere before.
That's catchy as hell. Oh. It's the same.
People will think you wrote the Tom Petty song. Don't worry about it. Just use it.
Tell them that you wrote it. That's our defense in court.
I'm the original. Well, that's like, and that's some shit that would happen now because people like don't know. That's like when Post Malone had Ozzy Osbourne on that track, and everybody was like, "Who's this guy?" Or Kanye something with Paul McCartney, and all these people had no idea who he was. Like, they would totally buy that. Sam Smith could be like, "I wrote that."
I heard that.
People would jump all over it.
I saw a bunch of memes that Kanye, Paul McCartney shit was like, "Oh, shout out to Kanye for finally letting this unknown artist get some attention." It's Paul McCartney, whoever that is. It's like, holy fuck, you fucking morons.
Yo, is it true Kanye and Kardashian broke up?
Yeah, I heard that.
They haven't, like, it's all over the place, but they haven't said anything like official. So.
Oh, really? I thought they had.
They're in counseling, I think, or something like that.
So it's not long now.
It's not long now till it's official.
Yeah, they're just waiting to get that paperwork out. Yep. That's funny.
Oh man, I don't know. You think Kanye lose his mind if Kim leaves him?
He's already lost his mind.
Compared to what? Yeah.
How much worse is that gonna get?
That's true. That's true. I mean,
maybe it'll fix him.
Maybe it'll fix
I
it.
mean, right now it's just words, but hopefully they won't turn into actions.
Right.
It's just words.
Watch. Maybe they'll get divorced and Kanye becomes a completely normal, functioning member of society.
See, I thought he was kind of strange when he met Kim.
I mean, he already was, but maybe he'll just
He
go
got
back
worse.
to stealing microphones from Taylor Swift instead of running for president.
Yeah. I would have voted for Kanye. Just because. Just to see, you know? What if everybody just had that attitude? They're like, well, what the fuck could happen? What could go wrong?
I think some people kind of did.
Didn't we have
Imagine like
both?
the joke and he fucking wound up winning.
Yeah.
That would
That sounds
be fucking
familiar.
nuts. They'd never let something like that happen. I'm certain they'd never let like some mistake winner happen. It's like gotta be one of the guys they choose, or it ain't gonna be anybody.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny because when they started, like when the states started being called for Biden and Trump and all that other stuff, Kanye gets on Twitter and posts this big picture of him standing in front of the map. And he was like, "Welp, Kanye 2024. I was like, we're going to do this again?
No.
Yes.
Well, what the hell? I mean, his accountant must have told him, Kanye, man, you're gonna have to pay $20 million in taxes if you don't do something stupid with your money right away. And he must have been like, all right, put that money into running for the presidency.
Yeah, I'm going to need some campaign
Because there's no way
donations.
he was realistic about winning. He couldn't have been realistic about winning. It had to have been some like make the money disappear so I could write it off or some bullshit like that. It had to have been.
That's a good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
So he's really an evil genius.
Here we are all thinking,
Exposed his
what a
plot.
fucking nut job. He thinks he's going to win. He's fucking nuts. And then he's like, I just saved $50 million in tax money.
By running for president.
He's like, shit, they're on to me.
Yeah.
They know.
Okay. Next, I'm going to run for governor. Start small. Governor
Yeah,
of
see, maybe
Illinois.
you should like scale it down.
Yeah, he just goes right
Right.
for it. Yeah,
Like he went all in.
Yeah.
Scale it back a little bit and try again.
Yeah, he didn't go for the full experience of starting at your local municipality up to senator or whatever.
Yeah,
This and
he
that.
didn't.
I'm
He
running
didn't
for
do the
president.
Joe Exotic thing and run for governor first. Like,
Is he still in prison? I thought he was getting out. Oh, I thought Trump promised.
no, he had that limousine waiting to go pick him up from the prison, and Trump didn't pardon him.
He said he would. God damn
He
it.
really had a limo waiting to pick him up?
Yeah,
No shit.
yeah, he had the whole thing. Like it had like the party cage in the back and everything.
The fucking party cage in the back. Yeah, that's right. I thought that was for the tigers.
I mean, it might have been.
Just put a fucking tiger in your limo, in the back of your limo. And my favorite tiger. Bring the limo and my favorite tiger. We're fucking out of here.
Oh, damn it!
That's a new,
trying to find
new
the-
model. 5 Tiger Power.
Tiger.
This engine is 5.
Oh, here's a picture of it.
Don't tell
It's like
Tesla.
it's like a Dodge Ram limo.
A tiger ram.
Like this thing is awesome.
A tiger
this
ram.
out. Look
They're
at
just-
that.
Look at that. What
That's
the hell?
badass.
That is for the tiger then.
No,
What's
I mean,
up,
it's
Jay?
not like closed in. There's the inside of it.
That's the inside of it?
Yeah.
It's like a bunker.
Yeah, it's just dude. It's just like a
A
bunker.
Dodge Ram limo. That's
Insane.
pretty awesome.
That's a good move. That's cool. Hi, Jay. That's when goddamn it, I want a goddamn tiger driving my limo. Oh,
It's 5
jeez.
tiger power. This engine is 5 tiger power.
How does that convert from horses, though?
I think tigers are faster than horses. So you times that by 10. It's like 500 horsepower. We'll see. Or 50. Wait.
That'd be like that
50.
Hellcat minivan.
Fucking
Oh shit!
fucking Hellcat minivan. That was hilarious.
Did you not see that?
That was
I
funny.
sent that to you.
That was funny.
It's real.
It's real? I
It's
thought it was a
real.
joke. Okay. Well, that's
It's
hilarious.
real. I want one.
A fucking minivan with a goddamn Hellcat engine in it. It's ridiculous.
That'd be awesome.
Got it to soccer. No problem.
You never know. When you got you pick up your kids from the daycare and then the cops are chasing you. And,
Again, yeah.
you gotta go. You just gotta go.
You got to get moving.
Thank God that Hellcat is in there.
Yeah.
You got 5 minutes to get them to school? Like, no problem.
You'll be happy you had the Hellcat then. Yeah. We laugh, but it'll come in handy.
I'm telling you, like, I wake up late. It's like 10 miles to the school. No time.
It's like 10 seconds.
Just crank the music up. Go.
Yeah.
And I mean, the money truck is not going to wait for you to rob it.
Exactly.
If you get the fucking Hellcat, yeah.
Oh, she's a little late robbing us today. Let's wait.
We'll just wait for her. Here she is. Okay, go.
No, I know where that truck stops. I'll be waiting, and nobody's
You'll
going
be
to
there.
think anything of it. It's a minivan. Who's
Every
gonna
time I see
expect
one
that?
of those trucks and I see the people in it, I always think the same thing. I look at the people and I go, I wonder how many times he's thought about just running away with the truck. I always think the same shit.
We had one that came to one of my old jobs, and they would come in like every few weeks and take the money. And I asked one of them one time, I was like, "You ever think about just taking off?" And he was like, "I can't answer that." And then he left, and I was like,
You didn't see me. Yeah.
That meant yes.
That's
Yeah.
it, yes.
"You do?
Fucking
Okay,
yes.
I got you."
Noted. Yeah, I would.
But I mean, really though, who would suspect a minivan parked right there?
You have to have your license plate as quarter mile at a time, like Fast and the Furious. Your fucking Hellcat. just detailed on the side of the fucking thing.
It would work until they saw who was driving the minivan, and then they would be like, "There's something in that van. Pull it over now."
Pull over right now. Yeah. She's the one causing all the fights in town.
Be like, "It's her." Yeah.
Again, now she's got a
I'd have to have
Hellcat.
somebody else drive my minivan.
Just lay down in the fucking seat.
Well, if you lived in a town like Ada, Oklahoma, they'd never lock you up. They'd always lock the innocent person up.
You'd be fine,
Exactly.
actually. Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much how it is here too. So
just
we
grab
actually like
The cops show up, and the first thing they ask, "All right, who's innocent here?"
What did you do? Nothing. Perfect. Come with me. We only arrest innocent people, specifically.
they walked over to the person who was sitting in their house minding their own business and said, "Okay, what did you do to them?" That happened here. To me, they came to my house. I'm inside, didn't even know people were outside, and they're like, "What did you do to them?" I was like,
To who?
"Who?"
What are you talking about?
They were like, "Who?" I was like, "Who are you talking about?" And they started telling me. I was like, "Didn't even know they were here." Like, but they were after me.
Look, I have no idea how the money truck got in my garage.
I had nothing to do with that.
Just yelling down the street. Hey, did you touch that
thank
money
you.
truck?
Well,
No,
Sadie is
man.
caught in the bunker, officer.
Yeah, the $1 million bunker. Yeah.
We got to have that money. No, this, like, where I live, it's actually like an unincorporated town. So there are no actual cops here. They're all county sheriffs, and they're all like 45 miles away. So if anything happens, it's like an hour before you get a cop at least.
But that's not good. Like if you actually need the help, that's
if you
Yeah,
need-
if you need something, they're not going to show up for a long time. But
if like you're setting off fireworks, you're fine.
oh yeah, you're good.
You're good. They'll never know. Yeah. If you're setting off fireworks.
They can't even see them for 45 minutes away.
Yeah. Well, it's flat out here. Like we can see on 4th of July, you can look and see towns like 20, 30 miles away. You can see all their fireworks and stuff.
That's true. I forgot. You guys are in flatland over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no trees, no tall buildings. It's just crops.
Do you guys get a lot of tornadoes during the tornado season?
Not like, well, we didn't. I don't even think we had a single one this year, but usually they're like, they pop up, but you know, it's so flat you can see them. Like we sit outside and watch them all the time.
Yeah. Nice. Jay says they don't show up where you need them anyway. He's right.
It's safe. You don't feel like that tornado might come over here and try to kill me.
No.
I don't know. That tornado's got a problem. It's coming right over.
It's got an attitude. No, like you can see them. You can kind of see which way they're turning. If it turns towards you, then you go to the basement. But like we sat outside. The only time we got close, we were sitting outside one time and we were watching like this storm cloud that was like kind of almost directly overhead. And all of a sudden it started spinning. And we were just kind of watching it for a minute and it just dropped in the field, like across the street from the house. And we were like, nope, fucking go inside now.
Yeah,
but
that's when I'm out. I'm out.
Like we sit outside and watch storms all the time. But if they're close, then you just go downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, tornadoes. I guess I find them scary because I didn't grow up around them and I just know them from watching them on TV, you know.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
like they've taken out full towns around here. Like they've just destroyed all kinds of shit. But you can kind of see them coming unless it's in the middle of the night. If there's a storm and it's middle of the night, you have to stay inside.
Like, isn't that crazy just having to live? Like, imagine having to live in the worst part of Tornado Alley and knowing that it just depends. As long as you keep getting lucky and the tornado doesn't drop on your land, you're fine.
Yeah.
And it's basically like this acceptance of like nature's luck. It hasn't gotten us yet.
Yeah.
So just keep hoping it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But there are people that live in Tornado Alley that deal with that shit on a yearly basis. Yeah. Like, is a tornado going to fuck up our property this year?
Yeah, like if you live close to Oklahoma City, you can almost bet like something's going to get hit down there.
And I've seen the storms there. They're fucking scary. Like storms can build there quickly. And, you know, like if some couple of clouds and in an hour it's dark. And then like in an hour and a half, 2 hours, it's like all the clouds together, completely dark. And it happens fast. I've seen it occur like that. Like we've had to like pull the tour bus over under a bridge and wait for like the rest of the night until the storm passed and all that. We've done like things like that, but I never saw an actual tornado.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're kind of cool. Like, you know, not when they're dropping down right on top of you, but when they're like a ways off, it's fun to like. It's cool to watch. Like it's not something you really think about too much, I guess. But I mean, they look really cool from a long ways off.
As long as it plays nice tornado. Yeah. Nice tornado stays over there.
Yeah, the nice tornado turns the other way and goes out in the cornfield.
Nah, don't be a bad tornado. You gotta think about what you're gonna do, tornado.
No, go that way. No, like it's the worst part of it is that usually you'll have like hailstorms and shit like that that are surrounding them. So that's like when they're rain wrapped, it's really hard to see where they're going.
Yeah.
And that's when you have to be a little more careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard that's like big ice balls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rocks, almost like big chunks of ice rock.
I've seen fucking softball size hail, dude.
Oh yeah.
Imagine something as big as a fucking softball, falling from the sky so fucking fast. You fucking get
And
killed.
falls on your head. You can't even sue anybody.
You're fucking dead. Act of God insurance does not exist.
Yeah,
That's
right.
fucked
Who the fuck
up.
Like
you gonna
it'll.
sue?
There's usually like for some reason, like where my mom lives, almost every other year or so, she has to have her roof replaced, and like it'll tear up the siding on the house and break windows and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And
The
if your
wind-
car's not under a carport and the hail hits, you're fucked. Like that's it, totaling it out.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, the other day it rained here, and I remember like I got wet from the car to my house, and I like started wondering, God, how much of like a sissy have I become to the rain? Like it rains and I get wet, and I'm like, oh Jesus, it's freaking rain! Oh God, wet, you know. But in New York, when I lived in New York, it's like whatever, get rained on, you know.
Mhm.
Get rained on every 3-4 days in New York City.
Yeah.
But in California, it rains and it's like, don't go outside.
Fuck that. Yeah.
This
Chase
rain
laughing.
fucked up the whole day.
It rains every day in Newport. When doesn't it rain, Jay?
Oh yeah, no, by him it rains, yeah, for sure. It's they get a little bit more rain than New York, but New York is like a similar kind of weather than Welch, where he's at for sure.
We
I
used to
remember-
have like a really bad storm season, but it's been super dry like the last couple of years.
It's been dry here.
Oh really?
I swim to the car. That's funny.
Yeah, no, over there they get used to just every single fall is rainy season, basically. And in the winter, all the skies are gray the whole time. But they have beautiful summers. Like in London, you get some beautiful summer days too, where it's clear and fluffy clouds. And, the English countryside, I remember being absolutely stunning. Like the drive from London through the UK to go to Ireland is like stunning. By the time you start to get to the coastal areas, it's absolutely amazing in the summertime, because if in the wintertime you're going to deal with a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Like Jay said, he's swimming to his car basically. But you get used to it, you get used to like living with umbrellas.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me when it rained here. I was like, oh yeah, I used to carry around an umbrella, and my house I had 3 umbrellas, and do I take one today? Do I take the umbrella? Do I leave the umbrella? It was always like a thought.
That's funny.
You have like a house umbrella and a car umbrella, and then you forget
Right.
the house umbrella in the car, and then it fucks everything up. And
That's a lot of umbrellas. Jesus Christ. Just fucking...
well, I mean, like you have the house one at the house, so if it's already raining, you've got
You
it.
grab it from the
But
house, you go to the
if
car.
you're at work or something and it starts raining, then you have the one in the car, and
I remember my mom
it's
used
like
to
chapstick.
get pissed at me. My mom used to get so pissed at me when I like forgot to return her umbrella. If I was like in her car and I would she dropped me off and I used the umbrella to get in there and then like forgot to return it to her, she'd be like, "You forgot to give me back my goddamn umbrella." It was like a big thing, like returning the umbrella, because nobody wants to get freaking wet,
Yeah. Now your elbow's going to fall off.
Exactly. I hope you get a rash on your elbow.
But I'll show you touching my shit.
Go pet a cat.
Go pet a cat, you fucking...
That's gonna be the new like fuck you. Go pet a cat.
Go pet a cat. What? Yeah, that's right.
In Sweden, it does rain a lot too. Yeah, that's true. I have, for one reason or another, I feel like Sweden doesn't rain as much as the UK, but it's kind of like New York. Like every 3-4 days it rains. I remember every time I traveled to the UK, it felt like every 2 days it rained, or every day it rained. I remember doing a tour like in the winter in the UK, and every day was cloudy. Like there was never like one day where the sun peeked out. but in the summertime, they get some beautiful days there. I guess that's how kind of they get their season. They have like legitimate seasonal changes there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Beautiful in summer, then it starts to get cloudy and rain in the fall. In the wintertime, it feels like it rains and it's cloudy the entire time, and then it starts to transition back to the summer. But I've become a friggin' rain sissy. It rained and I was like, I'm getting wet? This is bullshit.
Just running to the house. Oh, God.
Well, this day is ruined.
Fuck. I'll just sit here, minus fucking 40. I'll take the rain.
What is it over there right now?
Minus 40.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Minus 32 Fahrenheit.
That's torture. Let's see what it is here. It's cold today, too, for California.
58.
43.
Oh, my God. That's cold for California. That's still like 20 fucking degrees. No, it's not.
It's 22 here, but it feels like 10.
Boo-hoo.
And 5 days ago, it was 65.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, you got that crazy weather over there. They're like, today is a spring day. Today is Siberia.
Yeah.
Did anyone order torrential rain? Here it is.
Snowstorm? Cool. It wasn't, they weren't even calling for snow. And I went to, I don't know, I took a break for something and I looked out the window yesterday. I was like, what the fuck? It was just everywhere. It was blowing all over the place.
In Cali, in some like mountainous areas.
Somebody was telling me that yesterday. They were like, it's snowing. I was like, wait, aren't you in California? Like, what? What the fuck is this?
It definitely snowed in a couple of parts.
I texted you a picture of my
not
dog.
by the beach. By the beach, it was still warm as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Sun.
Perfect.
No, I had to go into town and pick my daughter's glasses up right when it started because I knew I wouldn't get out of work till it was frozen and nasty. Like nobody. It's like everybody went, oh, we don't know how to drive in this. And I'm like, everybody has 4-wheel drive. What the fuck is wrong with all of you? Like people were sliding everywhere. I was like, please just let me go home.
And that's not even snow, dude.
Mm-mm.
That wasn't even snow.
No, when we get a foot of snow, everybody's fine. But if you get like 2 inches, nobody knows what they're doing.
Over here in California, even if it's 3 drops of rain, nobody knows what they're doing.
It is so slippery. Everyone, just stop moving right now.
Everybody drive 5 miles an hour now.
Yeah. And as soon as the roads start getting wet, there's accidents everywhere. And I feel like people in California are so not used to the rain. They're really terrible, terrible drivers. Because when you drive in the rain a lot, you become a better driver. But over here, they got constant dry roads, constant long straight shot roads, constant straight streets. They don't have like the zigzagging and wet and different weather patterns. And that's probably why some drivers in California are terrible. Terrible. Like you see accidents in California that you would never see in New York, like people just blowing through a light and like boning somebody. I mean, accidents can happen anywhere, but you see them in California a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Where it's like, fuck, man. Either people are not being trained to have like this driving guideline, pay attention, when you get near an intersection, you slow down no matter even if you got the green light, Stupid safety things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do that here too.
See, we just have like mud and shit like that out, dirt roads out here, so everybody can drive through anything.
Yeah.
Usually.
But not.
Except an inch of snow. We can't handle that.
That's just it. That's over.
Everything else, we're good.
Well, you ain't never seen a cowboy in the snow, so I mean,
There you go. That's a good point. That's a good point.
The cowboy don't know what to do with the snow. He's like, get this shit out of here. I got fields, like ride horses on and stuff.
They got shit to do. We don't have time for it.
The fucking cowboys up here are just fine with snow, so there you go.
Right, like when's the last time you saw a cowboy shoveling snow?
Probably like Tuesday.
That's because they either have a plow on their truck or they have a flamethrower.
Yeah.
There you go. That's true.
We just use a tractor on the farm. Fuck 'em. That's it. We just have. Dad has like a big fucking snowblower on his tractor. He's like, fuck it. Mm-hmm. Dad, the air blew it. Yeah, 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, you see that out here a lot. Like you'll see everybody go get their tractors and just start driving up and down the streets, and they just clear it. Like
they'll just clear it.
The DOT clears the highway, and everybody else takes care of the side streets.
It's just an excuse to fire up the tractor.
Exactly. They don't care.
Oh, hell yeah. Here we go. Hold my beer and watch this.
I mean, that happens a lot.
I love it. That's so funny. But I think Oklahoma and Saskatchewan are like the same fucking place because we're flat. We get shitty weather. We got more snow than you, and it gets colder.
Yeah.
Other than that, we got cowboys too. Respect.
The snow is almost like a little bit more tolerable in rural regions, though. Because, like in New York City, when it snowed, it was a disaster. And then the parking spots, and then when the plow came, it put all the snow up against the cars, and then you have to dig the car out, and then you couldn't park on the street for like 2 weeks because the plows have to come and gather all the snow and put it on the corners, and then they put the snow on trucks and get the snow out of there. I mean, like where I lived in New York, dude, when it snowed, if it was a bad snowstorm, the next couple of weeks was a disaster with parking, with getting cars out of parking, with where you could park because the snow had to be cleaned up. And forget about it. Don't even try to wear nice shoes outside.
Oh, yeah, no. No, like that's how it was in Chicago, especially like the area of Chicago I lived in. If it snowed, forget it. You're walking like 2 or 3 blocks to your house for at least a week.
That sucks.
But rural snow is, I mean, like I could probably tolerate it more.
Yeah, it's not like
it's not as dirty. You got more room. You don't got a plow truck like, burying your car in the snow.
Yeah. Well, I live like right off of a highway, so when they plow the highway, it fucks up my driveway, and I have a car, and I just have to kind of hope for the best because I'm not taking a snow shovel out to the fucking highway to clear my driveway. I just have to hope I can make it over it.
Shoveling the highway.
Not unless they pay him.
Yeah, no.
What if they pay by the hour? It's like $800 an hour.
I would take 6 days to shovel the 10 feet across my driveway.
Okay.
Did you ever used to go out shoveling?
Yeah.
When you were a kid?
100%.
I used to do it all the time. We just go out and knock on doors. Hey, can we clean up your snow? Do you need
fucking right? $10 a pop.
Yep.
I wasn't allowed to make anybody pay for it. I just had to go do it for all the neighbor people.
Fuck that. You got to get that money talking.
That was mad.
That's just not for free.
Yeah, we was making money with that back then, for sure. And for kids, that's a lot of money because if you and your home do one pathway, $10 in 5-10 minutes, I mean, that's a lot of money for a kid. If you do like 10, 20 houses that day, you're like basically, like baby rich.
Baby rich. Like $100.
Yeah. It's
a good day's work, though. I go out and shovel the snow now, and I just fucking hate myself for a month.
You gotta pay yourself just to feel better about shoveling.
Yeah, it's like fuck.
I'll just hire myself for $20 to get rid of the snow.
We got such a rank storm here a couple of weeks ago. It was literally fucking Category 1 hurricane winds and snow and rain. They called it a snow squall, which I'd never fucking heard of in my goddamn life. But it almost blew my fucking front door
that's
open.
Supposed to be like a like a
Like a
tornado.
nautical.
with,
I thought it's like a
snow-
nautical term.
I've heard the word squall before.
I've heard squall like in a sailing sense, but not like on the fucking prairie land.
we had one a couple years. What is that shit? Now I gotta look.
But we got just our asses handed to us with snow, and I'm shitting you not. I'm out there just shoveling the fucking shit out of this fucking mess. And there's an asshole on my left walking by with a snowblower. I'm like, maybe he'll come and snowblow my fucking driveway. No. Turns around, goes back to this thing. I was like, okay.
That was the messed up thing about my stepdad. My stepdad had the snowblower, but I was too young to drive the snowblower.
Yeah.
So he'd like, I'd freaking be by hand in the sweat and be like, damn. And then he would show up with a snowblower and shit. Be like, and I'm like, this old motherfucker. He got the right to use the snowblower because he's old, but god damn it.
I'll take it from here, son. Yeah.
There's like 2 seconds worth of work left to do.
It was like I had to be like initiated to drive that snowblower or something.
Yeah. There's a whole process, yeah, for sure. My grandpa was the same way. I never got to use those snowblowers. I can't fucking touch them.
What is it with that, bro? All these
like
men
driving the riding lawnmower.
That's right. I
gotta
got
earn
to
that
do
shit.
that. I could do that, but not the snowblower because you have to have the certain gas and oil mix for the engine, or else you'll fuck it up. If you don't prime it right, you fuck it up.
Mhm.
If you turn the knob, fucking blower the wrong way, you fuck it up. So just let me do it. That's it. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even understand all that shit. I was just like, this motherfucker never lets me drive a snowblower.
This is the choke. What's that? Mm-hmm. Fuck off in the house. Oh, okay. Press this button to prime the engine. Why?
And then I remember, like, once in a while, he'd be like, go help the neighbor. Go do the neighbors would help each other. The street that my parents live on is a dead end street. So a couple of neighbors kind of like help each other. And then he'd be like, go shovel for the neighbor and make a path for them. And then we'd shovel for like 30 minutes, sweating our asses off and barely get like a pathway. And then he shows up with the snowblower in like 5 minutes. It's like friggin' Disneyland in there,
Yeah,
friggin' 6 foot wide pathways and all this other shit. And I'm like, dude, we just basically killed ourselves for 30 minutes. And you showed up here like Superman with that goddamn thing.
Everyone's dancing and making snowmen. Yay, thank
You're
God.
like, what about us?
Thanks.
Appreciate the effort.
Thanks for nothing. That's amazing. What the fuck we got? Whoa, we've talked for almost 2 hours. My God.
We have.
I didn't realize that.
For real.
Holy shit. My mind. It didn't feel like midnight, eh? Woof.
That's because it's only midnight for us.
Oh, it's only 10, right? For Christians, 10.
It's 10, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. It's only
Well, I ain't
midnight.
trying to stay up too late today, though, man.
I know.
The other day, I stayed up all sorts of late working on that bullshit that I had to work on. My day was so shot afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's all done now, so I'm just waiting, basically, till Monday.
Till Monday you find out? Okay.
What was that?
Monday you find out what's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Good. Home stretch.
Yeah, man. I think so. Unless if this person thinks of something else. You know what I mean? It just becomes more and more surprising. Every single move is like more sketchy and more weird. And like, oh, you're in this state now? Okay. Wasn't expecting that.
I know how that goes.
But, I got all the shit done. It was stressing me out though, man. But you take one thing at a time. That's all you could do with life.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Well, hopefully that's the end of it for a while. But
I wish. It's probably like the end of it for now.
yeah,
And then like this person will think of something else to do to make it impossible,
Yeah.
But I've learned to accept that I can't predict it, so I'm not gonna like let it ruin my life,
Good.
Like when you have somebody constantly trying to do some kind of deceitful thing, and every time they do something, you're like, where is this coming from now? At some point, you just go, I can't figure you out at all. So whatever it is, I'll just take it one thing at a time as it comes.
Yeah. That's a good attitude. Nope. It's the best way to do it, I think. I'd say so.
What do you guys got planned this week?
Oh, I have to go to Kansas City Saturday.
Oh, damn, you traveling. How long is that drive?
It's like 6.5 hours.
Okay, that's a decent drive.
Yeah, my son turned 18 today, so I'm going to go see him Saturday.
Nice.
I saw the pictures. He's big, man. He plays football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's big.
He's like 6'2" or 6'3", something like that, like 240.
Christ.
That's awesome.
He's bigger than me.
The opposing teams must be terrified of his ass.
I would be fucking terrified. That's good. That'll be fun. What do you got, Christian? You doing anything special?
I got some session work I have to do.
Nice.
I got some session work I got to do this week that'll keep me pretty busy. Now that I got that other shit out of the way.
Yep.
Which I should have been doing session work instead of doing what I had to do, but
Yeah.
So I got like I guess an entire album that I have to track vocals on. That's just like a session. I got hired as a session vocalist.
Nice.
On the album and track on it. And then I got a couple of songs that I have to wrap up the writing on with the guys from American Overdose.
Sweet.
I got a video for Better You Know that I'm supposed to have been finished editing it with my guy already, but some subtle delays. A couple of other things. I want to like design a couple of shirts and do like a new merch line and stuff like that. Just little things. It's just a matter of finding the time and just tackling it.
Yeah.
But other than that, not much. I told you I was probably going to do some painting.
Oh yeah.
At least to get my mind off of shit and throw up a couple of different colors. Maybe paint the other walls light gray or something.
Just paint it green, dude. Yeah, paint one of them green.
I might do a small section green.
Just enough.
Sure. So that when I put the camera, at least right behind, it could be like a square or something like that. Or I might get like a pull down thing like Sarah has.
It's just a like $3 piece of cloth from Walmart. That's all it was. Just a yard.
It works pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That was so funny. You guys all missed the fucking bunker picture. It was hilarious.
It's not like we can't bring it back.
Bring it back to sign us off. There it is. There's our bunker. Live from the bunker. Bam.
I like this bunker.
The pool table. I want it to. It's nice.
I think this one works.
I feel like that's the bunker.
Not a bad bunker you got there.
That's a nice bunker you got. Where are you at? Yeah.
I'm ready to go. Like, I'm just going to stay right here.
There you go.
See y'all when you get here.
Looks comfortable. That's good. Well, Christian, it's always good to catch up, buddy. I know you've been going through some crap, so it was nice to talk to you, bud.
Awesome talking to you guys, man. thank you for having me on and letting me, bullshit with y'all for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Anytime. That's what we do. Up next for me and Sarah will be our radio show Friday night at 10 o'clock on sleradio.com. Tune in. We're going to got brand new Dusty Grant to premiere for y'alls. And probably a Christian Machado song or 2 or 7, or if we feel like.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. The Dusty Grant stuff is great. I love his stuff.
That's good. That's damn good. And then Tuesday, Wednesday next week, we'll be back here in the bunker.
Yes.
So we'll see. We'll see. See who we got. Just take it easy, bro. We got you.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll let you know how it goes.
Yep.
If something fun comes up, I'll be like, check out this shit show, Joe.
I'm here for it.
But yeah, man. Hugs for you guys. Thank you for having me on, and let's hang some other time.
Let's do it again sometime, guys.